Pitzer Family Education Foundation is a nonprofit based here in Southeast Texas, and they provide scholarship and financial aid opportunities to children of prison inmates.
And this helps those children enroll in college, trade school, or a trader certificate course. Here to tell us more about the foundation is co-founder Percy Pitzer. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir.
Well, I certainly appreciate having the ability to come here today. We started, first of all, I worked in prisons for 29 years. I was a warden in 5 various prisons throughout the United States. When I retired in 2002, I started Creative Corrections, which is a company that I established that does audits in prisons throughout the country. And we have been rather successful. So in 2012, my wife and I started Pitzer Family Education Foundation. And since then, we have actually contributed $1.4 million to the efforts of the foundation. And the foundation is designed to give people opportunities. I know I grew up rather poor, grew up on welfare, and I survived because people give us opportunities. And that's the purpose of the foundation, is to give people opportunities. I mean, we've got situations in America that I'm not sure people are aware. For example, the African American population consists of 13.6% of American population. However, in state and federal prisons, they represent 32%. So our goal is to give people opportunity, the same opportunities that I got growing up, is to give them opportunities to survive. One of the gentlemen that was coming with me today, who ended up in the ER,
oh no.
He, at 18 years old, went to prison and served 27 years. And, you know, that cost the taxpayers well over $1 million to incarcerate that person for 27 years. And I think we have to start looking at it differently. Instead of tough on crime, let's get smart on crime. And let's come up with ways, such as what we're doing. I mean, we've actually graduated 182 parolees in a certified construction program. We put 58 people in Beaumont in a community college. We graduated 23 people in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Milwaukee Area Technical College. Interesting part of that is we had students living in their car. We had students living in vacant homes. And there again, those of us that have no idea what those that don't have go through. So, and that's the goal of the foundation.
So when the foundation steps in, what kind of a change does this make, not just for the individual, but for their family going forward?
Well, I think it has a tremendous benefit to the individual and the family. We're not given handouts. What we're given is opportunities, and should they take advantage of those opportunities? Like the 182 that graduated from a certified construction program, like the people we put in the community college, like the people in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that has a tremendous effect on the individual and the family. I mean, if they don't return back to prison, does that not help the community as well?
Right.
You see, one of the problems in communities is we're not very educated, because we believe, for the most part, that if we send a person to prison, we've gotten rid of our problem. What we don't realize is that problem, once he completes his sentence, is coming back to that same community he went to prison from. So our goal is to not only do what we're doing, but try to expand it throughout the nation. And I think we can, if we can partnership with corporations, companies, and communities to help provide resources. We're only limited by the resources that we have available.
Percy, talk about the importance of education and breaking the cycle, to continue to break the cycle for generations to come.
Well, you know, in my mind, I have no doubt that education is the total answer. I mean, if a person can't function, if a person is not educated in a trade or something, I mean, what are they going to do? What are they going to end up? You know, one of the things that probably saved me was going in the military at an early age, because I had to grow up real fast, you know, 18 years old going to Vietnam.
So how do you find, whether it's the institutions you're going to work with or within those institutions, how do you identify which incarcerated individual really wants or needs, or I guess they could all use it, right? But does it take a certain person to actually, when they get out, want to go get a different life, or?
Well, yeah, and I think most do, but a lot don't know how to proceed in that direction. You know, like 190 scholarships we provided to children of incarcerated parents. You know how that was funded? It was funded by the inmate population. The inmates donated $240,000 to my foundation, and we used every penny of that to provide scholarships to their children. Now look at this. We have 1,230,000 inmates incarcerated in state and federal prison. What if 10% of them donated $1 a month? I mean, we could educate every one of their kids. Yeah. It's such a simple process, but it's so difficult.
Right. There are a lot of hurdles that are built into the system to make it tough.
Percy, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about the foundation. If people are watching and they're interested, how can they donate? How can they get involved?
Well, they can go to our website at PFEFscholarships.org. They can call our office at 409-861-2536.
All right, Percy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.